Okay guys, it's Akia from December's Divine. This is part 2 of the Divine Masculine. I need to make you understand. Message to the Divine Feminine. Okay, we're going to go right into the actions that the Divine Masculine is taking in regards to this connection with the Divine Feminine after the Tower moment that he experienced with his karmic situation. Okay, so here we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so we have a perfect counterpart here, a perfect pair, the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay, now the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine could both be water signs. Okay, the Divine Masculine could definitely be a Cancer, and the Divine Feminine could definitely be a Scorpio. Okay, because in the Celestial Tarot, the Divine Feminine is represented by a fixed water, and the Divine Masculine, the feminine energy, because it doesn't have to be a Divine Masculine situation typically, but in this reading, yes, we're speaking on Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. So with this matching counterpart, the Divine Masculine is being represented by cardinal water, and the Divine Feminine is being represented by fixed water. So this Divine Feminine could be a Scorpio or have Scorpio placements. The Divine Masculine could be a Cancer or have Cancer placements. Okay. So as far as the actions toward this connection, the Divine Masculine is very protective of this connection. He sees the Divine Feminine as very intuitive, that she has so much deep emotion within her, and their bond is very, very deep. That she's creative, and that she's very protective of his emotions, that he feels safe being himself, and that she's very protective of him emotionally. Okay, now with the King of Cups in reverse, at this particular time, the Divine Masculine may feel a little imbalanced in regards to his Divine Feminine. He may be moody, definitely feeling a dependency upon her energy that he may not be feeling fully right now. Okay, even though he's recognizing that this is a balanced connection between the two of them, the Ace of Pentacles also came out. So the Divine Masculine definitely wants to solidify this connection. He knows that this is going to bring him abundance, prosperity, and that this connection is very fruitful. And it's funny that with this Ace of Pentacles, the Divine Masculine could definitely be an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, with a cardinal water placement. Okay, and the Divine Feminine could be a water sign with earth placements, or vice versa. This Ace of Pentacles in the Celestial Tarot deck, even though this is an earth energy, is represented by Sagittarius in this deck for some reason. It has the Sagittarius arrow, it has the Jupiter symbol. Divine Masculine knows that this is a very prosperous connection, but in the action right now, he is reversed because there is a disconnect and there is some clarity that is missing from this connection during this time. 555 on the clock, divine change. This is a blessed message, okay? What I'm taking from this is that the Divine Masculine is aware that truth, Ace of Swords, needs to be spoken in order to gain clarity on something in regards to this connection. Now that could be him revealing some secrets or truth, or that could mean that he believes that the Divine Feminine is hiding something or not being clear about something to where he does not feel balanced enough to move forward at this time to solidify this connection so that he can be completely balanced, upright, to offer her a complete balanced offering of love. Okay, so that makes me believe that this Divine Masculine wants to reveal something to the Divine Feminine, or he wants the Divine Feminine to reveal something to him. Okay, now couple this with the card that came out with it was that Ace of Pentacles with the Sagittarius symbol there, that I do believe that there's going to be some truth that's going to move this connection forward, okay? Sagittarius is just, the Sagittarius symbol on this Ace of Pentacle cards is just letting me know that the Divine is pushing the Divine Masculine toward Ace of Swords, speaking truth. The Divine Masculine is focused on gaining clarity to solidify this connection. And right now, Jupiter is retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius. Jupiter is Sagittarius' ruler. And I do believe that by the time that Sagittarius goes direct on August 11th, mid-August, that is a timeline, okay? That is a timeline as to when there's going to be some clarity in the situation. And there's going to be some forward movement in regards to this connection. This whole reading, guys, was recorded and then it just crashed on YouTube. Just crashed, disappeared, and it didn't get saved in my photos, in my phone at all. Just disappeared into the abyss. So all the cards are here. I'm just going to share them in the way that they came out. Thank God I didn't clear anything away. Of course, I love it when I can just, you know, do the clarifiers right with you guys. But we're going to get the message out. And then we're going to do draw cards for advice from the Divine, okay, for this divine masculine. Okay, so that's the action. In regards to the divine masculine. Okay, so then we decided to do clarifiers on this message, okay? I wanted to clarify more on the conflict that the divine masculine was experiencing and what it is that was preventing him from acknowledging this connection. And I wanted clarification on this hierophant, this commitment, as well as this Princess of Pentacles, this immature feminine energy that was preventing Six of Wands victory by the divine masculine towards divine feminine, Ace of Wands, creating delays and manipulation. And I asked for clarifiers on that. And we got Justice in reverse. Okay. Double confirmation because we already had Justice, which is what the divine masculine wanted to bring to his divine feminine, no longer wanting to hold justice, hold back in bringing his divine feminine justice, okay? So in terms of this Princess of Pentacles, this earth energy, this commitment, and why this earth energy was trying to create delays in the divine masculine moving forward toward his divine feminine. Justice in reverse. Okay. More Libra energy. This karmic, this immature feminine earth energy was dishonest, corrupt, she was determined to create conflict and confusion. And she was doing everything, he or she, the karmic, was doing whatever it took to keep the divine masculine off balance and undermine control so that he would not bring justice to the divine feminine. This was major conflict that the divine masculine wants the divine feminine to know. So just to recap, this divine masculine, Eight of Cups, desperately trying to hold on to a connection with his divine feminine that he feels has been severed. He's feeling off balanced with the Temperance in reverse. But he's ready to make a leap, to take a leap of faith and really solidify this connection. He wants to invest in this connection. He wants to bring harmony to this connection. He wants a real give and take commitment. He sees this divine feminine as very giving and very loving and nurturing. And he's ready to take a leap of faith toward the connection. He's ready to move forward. Cancerian energy here. He's ready to move forward and birth a whole new beginning. Open up. And he's trying to find the strength needed to bring his divine feminine justice. In the past, there was a commitment with the Hierophant in reverse that he had high hopes for, that he thought would be a solid connection. But very early on, there were signs that this connection was not a real connection, that there was a toxicity to this connection, that he could not manifest in this connection. Very soon, there was resentment, okay, from a Princess of Pentacles energy, immature Earth energy, okay. This Princess of Pentacles or immature Earth energy realized that there was a connection that the divine masculine had with another energy that was not them, okay? So this karmic began to manipulate, create delays. I'm getting serious imbalances, okay? Serious imbalances. Mental illness. Threats of hurting themselves. Threats of blackmail, and also very dark energy, manipulation, spell work, control, mind control, just very, very toxic, okay? And this karmic, this earth energy was doing whatever they could do to stop the Six of Wands victory, any sort of success that the divine masculine wanted outside of them or the divine feminine. They did not want justice brought to the divine feminine. Now, karmics can be family, or it could be love relationships. Okay, so that brings us here. And I wanted to clarify this Queen of Swords that came out in terms of the conflict, okay? Okay, this is the air, feminine energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. a fixed air. So I can pretty much almost be certain that this conflict, this karmic situation, this person was definitely an earth sign or have heavily earth influence in their chart, because the Hierophant came out, and that's Taurus. The Princess of Pentacles, and that's Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay. And then we have this Queen of Swords energy. So this karmic could be an earth sign with heavily influenced Aquarius in their chart, or an Aquarius with heavily influenced earth energy. Okay. But this Queen of Swords is just, can be intellectual, or just sharp with their tongue. So I'm getting that this was a very toxic relationship, that there were a lot of biting words that were said to belittle and undermine the Divine Masculine's confidence. There was cruelty. There was a lot of emotional distance between the two. And somebody was very ambitious and determined to win in the situation. So I asked, to clarify this Queen of Swords energy in regards to this immature feminine earth energy and this manipulation that was going on and delays that were being created. And we got the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So that tells me right away that the conflict was that some Aquarius or Queen of Swords energy was manipulating the Divine Masculine. Seven of Cups, creating delusions, mind control, manipulation, magic, to keep the Divine Masculine confused and unaware. And the manipulation was all surrounded around money. Okay. It was all surrounded around money. Okay. This Aquarius or air energy, or combination of earth and air energy, was blackmailing the Divine Masculine in regards to money. There was some secrets surrounding money that this karmic was holding over the Divine Masculine's head to keep him bound and confused. If it wasn't about money, there was some sort of secret that would affect the reputation of the Divine Masculine with all this earth energy. There was some illusion created around some sort of emotional commitment, something that emotionally affected the Divine Masculine, some secret that emotionally affected the Divine Masculine deeply, revolving around money or his reputation. And this air energy used her intellect to really manipulate to get the divine masculine in a place where he didn't recognize the illusions, and then he was stuck in the manipulations and the delusions of this person, this energy. Okay. So yeah, there's definitely some manipulation involving money. The conflict was that the divine masculine felt stuck. He felt that there was a lot of greed and corruption, and this energy that he was with was prospering from his lack of being able to move forward from these delusions, preventing him from having a new beginning with anybody other than them. He couldn't move forward, and there was a lot of obsession. These illusions and possibly spell work, things of that nature, created bondages and obsessions with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Frustration and setbacks. But it was all illusions, and it kept him stuck to this energy. Okay. So then we move forward, and this led to a tower moment between this karmic energy and the divine masculine. This is what the divine masculine wants the divine feminine to know. Okay. So what caused the tower moment? We drew clarifiers to confirm, what caused this tower moment. And for the tower moment that happened between this karmic and the divine masculine, we got Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse. No, actually Ten of Swords is upright, but we got the Ten of Cups in reverse, and we got the Four of Wands in reverse. So after the divine masculine came out of some of this conflict and began to awaken, or to open his eyes to some of the toxicity that was around him, there was a tower moment. And the tower moment came when the divine masculine realized that he had to end this karmic cycle. The divine masculine acknowledged the fact that he had been through hell, complete and utter hell. He realized that he made a wrong choice, but he was trying to live with that choice. And the more he tried to stay, the worse it became, and the more entrenched that he became in the situation that was so toxic. One second, guys. I'm gonna grab my charger. this to die. Okay. So Divine Masculine experienced so much betrayal in this situation. So much defeat that he was surrendering. Just surrendering to the universe, surrendering to just the whole situation. It was dead, okay? He let the karmic know that it was over. And in this moment, he had hope. He wanted to recover, and he wanted to move toward his divine feminine. He may have possibly told the karmic that he had no feelings for her, that she did not fulfill him in any way. Some divine masculines told the karmic that he's incomplete without his divine feminine. And that they just cannot manifest any happiness with the karmic. And that they just want to be happy, and they're just not happy with the situation any longer. The divine masculine made it completely clear that this karmic was not his divine feminine, that there was no soul connection, that there was no forward movement in this connection. The karmics are aware of the divine feminine, okay? And that made it completely difficult for the divine masculine, because he had to deal with so much manipulation and so much blocking, okay? So at this point, he's telling the karmic that you are not the divine feminine, you're not my empress, that I see no forward movement with you, and this connection is toxic and stable, and I want union. I want to move on to my divine feminine. Some of them may have basically clearly said, I want to marry my divine feminine. I want to, bring justice to her. Like, him or her. The divine masculines may have clearly said that I want my divine feminine. My divine feminine understands me. I want to right the wrongs. I want to protect her. I want to bring my divine feminine justice. And this made the karmic extremely vengeful, angry, confrontational, jealous, rageful. Okay. So after the Tower moment, there was reflection, okay, on the divine masculine's part, because we have the Virgo card here. Divine masculine could definitely be a Virgo. We have the Hermit. The divine masculine went within, began to pick up on synchronicities, began taking cues from the divine, from the universe at this point has stepped in, because the divine masculine had been through so much pain. There was so much manipulation and toxicity going on, spell work, just anything you can imagine, threats, blackmail. This karmic and the divine masculine were so bound together through toxicity and manipulation. The divine masculine met his match with this karmic. She was presenting to him all of his behaviors, all of his lower vibrational toxic behaviors, putting them right in his face. That's how the divine gets you to see your own toxic behaviors, by your actions manifesting the same type of person into your life, so that you can see who you are. But this karmic was doing so much manipulation that these two were bound and stuck in illusions. So the divine had to step in and create this tower moment. Okay. Make the karmic see, or try to help the karmic see, that there was no life to this connection. So the divine masculine went within. Went within to seek his own intuition, to look within himself, to find out why it is that he chose the things he chose, did the things he did in regards to his divine feminine, in regards to his karmic situations. And he was allowing the universe to pour some truth and some enlightenment into his life. And in this hermit mode, no longer taking advice from outside sources, toxic people, he was looking within himself, and he was actually trying to listen to the universe. And he also got the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Four of Wands. So in this hermit mode and in this push from the divine masculine became completely awakened and aware of wanting to solidify this connection with his divine feminine, wanting to bring her complete, solid recognition, recognizing within himself that his divine feminine was his complete wish fulfillment, that without the divine feminine, he wasn't in good health. Like, the divine feminine completed him in ways that were unprecedented. And taking the time out away from the toxicity and the illusions that the karmic situations brought to him, he was able to see what it is that the divine feminine actually brought into his life. And it's something that he cannot live without: her light and her love and her water. in her balance, the way she balances him out. Okay. The Divine Feminine is his happiness and his complete fulfillment. And that the universe is pushing the Divine Masculine, Four of Wands, into union with his Divine Feminine. To clarify, where'd it go? Okay, so I clarified the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands. I'm trying to figure out where it is. The Five of Cups came out to clarify. Here it is. I want a clarification on how the Divine Masculine felt about the Divine Feminine after going within. Okay, Hermit. And the Five of Pentacles came out to clarify the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands. Okay, Four of Wands is our 11-11 card. Okay, our Twin Flame card, our Union card. And Five of Cups came out to clarify. Okay, so after going within, more water energy, the Divine Masculine had come to terms with all of the loss and the failure and the pain that he experienced after the Tower and from the karmic situations. And he was ready, Five of Cups, to accept his Divine Feminine. And more than anything, he was praying to God that his Divine Feminine would forgive him and accept his truth, accept him in general into her life. And he was definitely having nostalgia, just trying to remember the light, you know, the balance, the intuition, the unconditional love that the Divine Feminine provided him with nothing in return. And going through the karmic situations allowed him to really appreciate his Divine Feminine. 4444, we're just on the clock, for what she actually and naturally brings to him. Okay, so the Divine Masculine went within hermit mode, and with a push from the Divine, realized how important this connection with the Divine Feminine was to him. I asked to clarify the Temperance in reverse for the Divine Feminine. I'm sorry, for the Divine Masculine. And we got the Sun in reverse. Leo energy here. Divine Masculine could definitely be a Leo, a Virgo. These are the actual cards that came out. Cancer, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius. But definitely earth energy, strong water energy. Fire energy. Okay. Not a lot of swords in this reading, which is the main issue here. Communication, truth. Very interesting. But the Sun in reverse came out to clarify the Temperance card. Okay. The Divine Masculine is a little bit off balance currently. And he's trying to find balance in terms of his ego. He no longer wants to be selfish in relation to the Divine Feminine and their connection. Like I said, the Divine Masculine is definitely trying to hold on to this connection, and currently he is definitely feeling imbalanced. There are 8 cups here. I feel like this represents at least 8 years or 8 months. Okay, take it how it resonates, of this Divine Masculine being imbalanced in terms of his Divine Feminine, in terms of communicating how he truly feels, and he's trying to hold on to this connection. He's ready to take a leap of faith. He's ready to give and take. No more imbalances in terms of reciprocity, in terms of recognition for this connection. He is ready to bring joy and positivity and give recognition to this connection, to the world, to his Divine Feminine, to himself, and to whoever. He's just ready to turn this completely upside down and make a success out of this connection. Okay, so that leads us to clarifying the action. Okay, so we have 2 counterparts here. Divine Masculine sees Divine Feminine as his complete counterpart. He wants to come toward his Divine Feminine. He wants